How'd you feel about practice today?
No, it was good. Good energy. Good energy coming off. Off days. For us, off days we kind of be a little slump, but it was a good day coming off an off day.
Is Mac like that? Hollins like that 24/7?
24/7, lifting, probably sleeping. Uh, yes, that's him all day, every day.
A couple weeks to go before the regular season. How happy are you with the progression of things with the offense and Josh's system?
Uh, Man, good. We learning, and as we learn, we coming bringing it to the field. We coming together as one. I feel like we getting closer with each other, and learning each other. And as we learn each other, man, we coming on the field and playing for each other.
You obviously came into the league at the same draft class as Chaisson already. How have you seen him evolve as a player and just as a leader in the room since the time?
Big time. I mean, he always been a ball player. Some stuff, happens to where it overshines his light. He always been a player. You feel me? He always been that guy. And it's just and now it's showing. All it takes is the right opportunity, and man, you gonna ball. And now y'all see it, man, he balling.
Kyle Williams coming back to practice today. I just wanted to ask you what your experience has been like this year with him and what he's brought.
Oh man, good energy. Guys got good energy. He from Cali, I'm from Florida, so I always mess with him. Florida got the best high school football, and that's facts. And and then good on the field, man. He brings another level of deep threat, or man, however you can stop him, man. With him, he's a good guy and a good player on the field.
Pop, do you feel like you know what the best version of this offense looks like? Now you've had a month to practice, a bunch of guys now, and if so, what does it look like?
Man, I feel like it's just going. You can't really tell right now. When that regular season come, that's when you gonna tell, man. What's gonna be the best of our offense? What can we do? And man, I can't wait. I can't wait till week one till we all can just go out there, play for each other, play together, and just wait till that scoreboard, end of the game, and look at that scoreboard.
Obviously, that day, a couple days away. One, do you remember what your first essay was like? Obviously,
Mhm.
not knowing what was coming, but as a vet now, what does that day look like for you?
Man, it kind of hurts, you got a lot of guys, that you build at the barn with, and man, some gone, some come back, P squad, but it's hard, them boys be leaving the locker room, they come dap you up, be like, man, you going, it's a surprise. You done got close with this person, and you be like, man, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, you got a brother that may be somewhere else, and someone you could call on. So I mean, it's very difficult these days. Definitely difficult, but man, you just build a bond with somebody for sure.
Bob, the energy of Mack Hollins
Yeah.
and the challenges that he'll toss out verbally to the opposition. How does that affect the whole room?
Oh man, that bring energy. I ain't never had a player like that on my team. That talk that much trash, but he could back it up. So I never had a teammate like that, but I feel like it bring that energy, and it's going. I feel like it's gonna get in a DB head to where they get out of character, but Mac gonna keep his composure. Mac is a dog. I feel like he gonna bring that dog out of the whole room.
When he does that, I would imagine you have to register in your own head. All right, now they're going to ratchet it up, so I have to ratchet it up. Does it kind of filter down that much?
Nah, not for me. I let my plan do the talking. I don't really talk unless you feel me. That's when they doing a lot of talking, but I don't let it get to me. I let my player do the talking. I just look at them like, yeah, it's gonna be a long day for you. I don't really do a lot of talking on the field.
Has there been a game in the pros where somebody kind of got you going a little bit and you start talking?
It be like little spurts. Somebody say something, like I got something for you. Like it be not. I'm not that type of. I ain't that type of player. I let my player do talking, and after that they'd be like, man, I'd be like, yeah. And like it's not. It be nothing like too serious.
Well, how about this? Is there a corner out there who talks more than maybe others?
No, I haven't seen it, but I have seen them talking to like one of my teammates. But they'll pick on like a rookie, something like that, and they'll be talking. I'll be like, just back it up. I tell my teammate, just back it up, and they'll be quiet after that. So once you back it up, they can't talk too much.
Now that we're nearing the end of training camp, where would you say the offense has improved most over the course of the summer?
I say, man, lining up fast, getting these plays down, and taking what we learned from the classroom to the field. I feel like that's what we've been doing pretty good with that. You know, we'll probably learn something like the day of, and man, we come out and execute. I feel like that's a positive for this offense.
Hunter, just begin with, I guess, this week, Mike talked about these 4 practices. How important are they for you guys now, preseason behind you, to gear up and get going?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, man. Closer, season's getting closer. Got to find out the details, the little things, technique, compete against each other. Got to get those reps of live competition against each other. So, I mean, these are huge, man. Every practice we got to take seriously and be ready to come to work.
With a couple weeks to go, how happy are you with the progression of things with the offense?
Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, it's still, we've got practices ahead to continue to get better. But I feel like we're gelling at a good time. Obviously, we got to go do that on the game field. But we have a lot of practices ahead of us before that comes, and hopefully we can execute well and get ready to go for week 1.
Is this kind of a checkpoint, like OTAs, minicamp, training camp, and now the preseason's over? Are you kind of entering a new stage?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a little bit more game planning, a little bit more looking at, really studying an opponent. So obviously things change a little bit more before, obviously we're still going against our defense to, get those live reps, get those high competition reps. But you start to transition to looking at the opponents and, studying a little bit more and being ready to go for the game, actually.
How much improvement has the group probably experienced since maybe the minicamp?
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of practice. You get a lot of practice under your belt. You start to come together. You start to, really see the offense and see the offense come to life a little bit. Obviously, you can put a lot of things in the classroom and in the meeting room, but before you can't really teach off anything until you go out there and do it. So just getting out there and maybe making a mistake and fixing it, and then not making that same mistake has been huge for us.
Over all your years in the league, are there any things that you've realized in late August that tend to either carry over, kind of have a little bit more of a predictive power than others? Or do you feel like going into week 1, we're all finding out everything all together?
In terms of
how camp is going right now, like you said, you feel good about where we're at. Does that mean anything for Sunday?
No, I mean it doesn't mean anything. You still got to go out there and do it, man. Everybody in a way feels good, to be honest with you. Every team, there's 32 teams right now. Everybody has a 0-0 record, and everybody is optimistic for what's to come. But you got to go out there and do it actually on a Sunday and in front of a live audience, a lot out there and actually do it. So hopefully we can go do that. Yeah. I mean, I feel good. I think everybody's coming along. We've obviously, like I said, a lot of practices under our belt and a lot of time together too. I think that's been huge. Just spending time together, getting to know each other, so that we can kind of, how to communicate with each other on the field. When we're tired or when things are, maybe we have a few plays not go our way, and how we're going to respond. So can't get those reps back.
What kind of an edge does Mack bring to the offense?
Yeah, Mack's great, man. Obviously, everybody can hear him talking out here. Brings a juice and a level that's very consistent, I think, that you got to respect, because he brings it every day, and you got to raise your level to that. And so it's a lot of fun going out there and competing with him. I'm excited to see it on an actual game day too, and be able to bring that out of him.
Beyond just get more reps together, what are the best things you guys can do the next 2 weeks to get ready for that first game?
I think a lot in the meeting room. I think the meeting room will be huge. It's just how we can truly execute the game plan, execute things, and see the other team what they're doing. Week 1 can be like it is different in a way, because teams aren't showing as much in the preseason. So it's hard to look at a lot of things. You have to really play by your rules, by your technique, by your details, by the fundamentals of the game. I mean, that's really the first part of the season coming out of training camp. So just trying to hone in on those details, I think would be huge for us.
Final question, guys.
Are there any ways that you'd say your relationship with Josh McDaniels has evolved at all since the last time you were together, whether it's communication, be on the same page, anything like that?
I mean, I'm older. He's older. And I think I see what I've played in the scheme, so I see kind of where he's going with things and how he can play off different things per se. So it's just probably the little details that go into an offense I'm able to kind of execute and maybe verbalize to other guys, and be able to see really how Josh wants the offense to come to life. I being in it has helped me a little bit. Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Hey.
We just
talking to Pop, and
Yeah.
he just talks about the energy that you bring,
Yeah.
the competitiveness and the shit talking, and he said it really raises everybody's energy level. What is it inside you that clicks and says, you know what, I gotta talk right now?
I think it's I grew up with 3 boys in the house. You always were competing, and sometimes the loudest guy meant he won. But I expect the same thing from like the defense. If they're whooping our ass, like I expect you to talk bad to me, because when I'm up, I'm gonna do the same. Because I think it built everybody here is a high level athlete. Like you competed your whole life. Don't feel like you can't be the same athlete and you can't be aggressive. What got you to this level just because you're here. Like compete within the rules that doesn't hurt the team, but compete and have fun with this game. It's a game at the end of the day. Don't forget that.
Have you ever had an instance where you said, you know what, that might have been too much?
Oh yeah, plenty. Never on game day, but in practice. Sometimes you toe that line between like at the end of the day, those are your teammates. When I was younger, yeah, for sure.
Are you always talking during games?
Yeah. I think NFL is a little different than college. Like, college you'll play against a guy. Well, maybe not anymore. Everybody changes schools every 6 months. But back when you played at a school for a little while, you kind of would know guys so that the trash talk can carry over. Whereas the NFL, sometimes, you might be teammates in a couple weeks. But yeah, for sure in games. That's what we work for. We work to the competition on Sundays or Mondays or Thursdays. You don't change what was working for you during the week just because it's game day.
How happy were you overall with the offensive performance here?
I haven't seen the tape. Obviously, when the energy is good, you assume it's good. But I think just like on bad days, the tape's never as good as you think, never as bad as you think. So once we see it, I think it'll be good to say, hey, we could correct this. This was good. Let's keep that going. Let's keep, whether that's the energy going, let's keep the discipline here going, the finish here going. But always, that's what's so good about having the technology. We got 37 tapes at camera plus y'all's tapes. We got about every angle possible.
Has blocking always been an area of strength for you, and what was it that kind of got you to the level that you're at?
I think it's want to. Also a mix of, I played special teams a lot of my career, and that has a lot of defensive side of the ball kind of built into it. But just understanding angles and where runners want to go. And I've had the opportunity to do those things and see it. But then I also like some of my best plays in my career when I haven't had the ball. Like the things that make me the happiest, like if I spring a block and nobody knows it but my teammates do, like I love that type of stuff. So it's just something that I cared about.
And in that vein, have you worked at all with Javon Baker now that he's kind of making more of a transition to special teams and doing well there?
Yeah, I think him realizing, hey, like I'm on year 9. There's not many people that played for 9 years. And a lot of that was special teams. And to the point where, a lot of guys didn't realize that I played special teams early in my career. But like telling Javon, like, hey, it doesn't matter how you stay on the bus. It just matters that you're on the bus. Because then you get opportunities if somebody were to get hurt or miss a game and you get to play offense like you want. Yeah, everybody wants to play offense. Everybody wants to play defense. But there's only so many spots. So if you can find a way to at least get a chance to get on that spot, take it every time.
We've been seeing you play a lot of special teams out there so far. Is that something you could just hop back into?
I don't think at this level there's anything you could hop back into. But I'm always doing it, whether y'all see it or not. I think it's something that's important to me. It always will be important to me. So just because I'm not focused on it as much as I've done in my past, there's never a time where I'd go out there and allow myself to look sloppy out there and then the excuse be, oh, well, you haven't done enough. Like, I'm always prepared if necessary.
How close are you to being the best version of yourself as a wide receiver in this league?
Oh, man, I think that's a question I ask myself all the time. I think you're never there. Like, I think especially with the players that I see, whether they're young or old, you bring a guy like Steph in and I see his body of work and it's like, oh, I thought I was close and then he can do this. Even though I might be bigger or taller, like why can't I do the footwork stuff that he does or in and out the breaks like he can? Like how can I do that? How can I become explosive? How can I make plays like a Bake does or something like that? Like how can I continue to make my game better and better? Like that's how I see it every day.
And 9 years into the league, you're still chasing.
Yeah.
To be the guy. You had a great year with Josh
Yeah.
in Vegas numbers-wise.
Yeah.
But the opportunity is there for numbers.
Yeah, for sure. I think the day I stop chasing is the day I hang it up. I think that's when you just have no business playing this game anymore if you don't want to get better. Once you arrive, it's probably your time to leave. As cliche as that may sound, because you're not hungry for it anymore, and this is a dangerous game. And if you're not willing to try to get better every day, and you're just kind of going through the motions, that's a good way to leave on a note that you don't want to leave on.
Is there anything that Stephon Diggs does that surprises you, like for his
Oh. I mean, I guess it's hard to explain. It is surprising to see him do it, but I'm not surprised because I expect him to do it, if that makes sense. Like, he'll get out of a break in a certain amount of steps or, like, with an amount of power. And in my mind, I'm like, well, that's Steph. That's supposed to do that. But then it's still like, I'll do the feet in my mind. I'll be doing that, and it doesn't translate the same. So I don't know if it's surprising or not surprising, but, yeah, he still does impressive things.
Mac, you seem to be building a nice rapport with Drake.
Yep.
What's something you've learned in the last week or two that might be helping build that rapport?
I think it's reps. At the end of the day, reps is always going to be the most important thing. And, you know, you can never get enough of them. But it's hard when he has to throw X amount of balls and then, hey, can I get some after practice? So as a receiver, it's reps, but then it's, hey, hanging out in the locker room or out and, you know, going to eat. Those things matter. 9 years in the league, I've realized, like, those dinners before games matter. They may sound corny or it may sound like they don't matter, but they do. They do build a rapport that translates to the field where it's just like, hey, 2-minute drill, I could just max over there, throw it, and I trust them because we had steaks together. Like, you never know. Appreciate it, y'all.
What's going on?
All good, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Just a thought on, you know, since the Minnesota joint practice, what have you, do you feel maybe now going forward here, preseason behind you, a heightened sense of urgency for your group?
I mean, definitely. Definitely, but, I mean, we've been kind of having that sense of urgency all camp. Now it's getting more real for everybody. You know, we know we're getting closer and closer a couple of weeks out. You know, just trying to tone up on what we've been working on all camp and keep building on it, keep stacking days, and hopefully when the game comes, we're exactly where we need to be.
How big of a week is this for you guys as a group? 4 practices. Mike was saying they want to see the continued growth of this defense.
Oh, yeah. No, it's big for us. Just like I said, make sure we're where we're supposed to be, where they need us to be. Make sure we're running, getting out the stack, getting our conditioning in, and like I said, just getting ready for that game tempo, game speed, which, I mean, we've been working at. But like I said, we just got to keep stacking and go from there.
How good do you feel? How's the progress coming up the group?
Oh, yeah. Nah, we feeling good, looking good. Got a couple injuries, but them guys will be back. But I'm liking how it's looking. I'm liking where we at when we got everybody out there.
Do you start to mentally, you know, with everything behind you, the mini camps, the training camp, and the preseason now circle in your mind 2 weeks from today, actually, you'll be out here.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Oh, yeah. No, it's coming quick. Like I said, do what you need to do to be where you're supposed to be. But most important thing, I say, is just start building your wind up. Like, that's an emphasis for us right now, is making sure we're getting our running, getting our conditioning in. So, like I said, when the game speed comes, no, it'll be good for us. Well, practice will be harder than the game for us, depending on how hard we work. So that's an emphasis for this week.
How excited are you?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I always like the joint practice because we get to hit somebody else. We get tired of going against our guys most of the time. But, I mean, real game, going to be here, so it's going to be good.
A lot of energy today, a lot of yapping. How much fun is that?
Nah, guys know that time coming. That time coming. Somebody else going to be coming in here. And, no, this is our house, and we got to protect it.
Do you have any kind of a different mindset being here with a new team and approaching, you know, your first game, you know, after signing here in the offseason?
My mindset really not too much different. Of course, I mean, I know the expectations that I have for myself and that people got for me. I just try to stay even keeled on a lot of that stuff and just make sure I'm being consistent, doing what they ask me to do, and just being where I'm supposed to be. You know, executing, winning my matchups when I'm supposed to, being in the right gap, and, you know, just leading the guys and just bringing the group along.
You're looking forward to having like more responsibility, playing being a down-to-down player. And again, I know expectations are coming with that, but I want to know how you feel about, again, showcasing yourself on every down.
Yeah, I mean, more plays, more snaps, more opportunity for production to help the team win. So since I got to the NFL, I've always been somebody out there trying to get production and help the team win. So now I'm definitely gonna get the opportunity. I'm looking forward to it. You know, taking advantage of every snap I get in there, try to lead us to victory as much as I can.
You said you understand that there are expectations for you, but you sort of have to block those out.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want to. I mean, you're gonna see it. Of course, it's when they talk about, it's gonna be everywhere. What they're gonna have to say, but you just gotta make sure you focused on, play in, play out. Did I do what I'm supposed to do? Did I win my matchup? Am I where I'm supposed to be? Did I affect the play? If I didn't, how can I affect the next one? Talking to my coaches, asking them what I need to work on and stuff like that. But it's just constantly just building and building and building and just getting better every day.
Again, one off the field question. New England, I'm guessing you probably hadn't spent much time here prior to joining the Patriots.
Yeah.
What have you learned about New England, being here that you've come to enjoy? You know what I mean about the area?
I mean, I ain't been out too much. I mean, we D-line went out a couple times. What I learned the most is that it's traffic out here. Traffic is, they don't talk about the traffic out here. You wouldn't think it'd be traffic up here, but it is for sure. That's one thing I learned so far.
No matter where you go, right?
Do I like about traffic? Oh, I often say I don't like traffic. I mean, it kind of remind me of, like Foxborough area, kind of remind me of like my college town, like not too much to do, kind of laid back, but it's a football town. So it's like, shit, you ain't got nothing else to do but lock in on what you're supposed to be doing and coming in here getting better and try to get wins for the team.
Does that suit you? Is that like your type?
Oh yeah, I ain't. You ain't gonna see me out too much anywhere. I'm a laid back guy. I be at home when I can be with my feet up. So that's me.
Basically all summer.
Oh, is that right?
On the field, off the field,
Oh, yeah.
Here, so good to get
Nah, it's good to be able to give y'all some questions, man. Answer some questions for everybody.
How you feeling at this point in the summer? You feeling good mentally, physically, where you want to be?
Yeah, most definitely.
Talk about a little bit about the relationship you may have developed with Vrabel and what that means to you. The fact that you have a head coach who's kind of playing your same position at the same level of responsibility you've had in the defense. What's that been like working?
It's been fantastic. It's been super special. Thankful to have something like that so close to me. And he's done everything that he can to give the knowledge to the room. And obviously, to be able to see it up front and him do it in his actual building itself, at a high level, and be able to be in the Patriots Hall of Fame. Every little bit of advice he gives out is super critical to the game for sure.
What's allowed you to kind of grow? It seems even this camp, you seem like you've gotten better and better as you've gone along. What's been the key for you?
Just keeping the game of football as simple as possible. Enjoying the smell of grass, man. Going out here and getting the person with the ball.
What's that like?
It's fun.
I know you finished really strong last year, but spring the way last season started for you, and then you come out here, you're with that first team. What does that mean to you? So you're enjoying this. What does it mean to you when you sort of went through some ups and downs? Now you're out here, and it looks like you're working your way to start.
I don't take too much into it. Kind of just still go day by day and enjoying the process of it. Every chance I get to tell y'all, man, I'm super grateful just to be on the field and play this game. I've been a part of, being able to physically not being able to be out there with injuries. I've been a part of, someone telling me that, I'm not, able to help their team get better, being cut. So just anytime I get a chance to be out here and just be productive as possible, I try to take advantage of it.
It's too early, but how much would it mean for you to New England to be a long-term home for you?
I mean, a lot, for sure. I look forward to it, for sure. That's kind of one of my goals, for sure, just to be somewhere stable and just be able somewhere to the defense the same and consistent, where I can just go out and give the fan base and the franchise everything I got.
What's it like being on the other side of Mack Hollins, talking to the defense and trash talking so much?
I don't pay Mack no mind, man.
Have you noticed the defense, now the preseason behind you, training camp behind you, kind of a sense of, maybe a heightened sense of urgency with now 2 weeks from today, you guys are out here for real?
I feel like we try to take the field like that in every chance we get, practice or game day. We emphasize it a lot in practice that every rep is a game rep. Obviously, we can't hit the quarterback or take anybody down to the ground, but everything else is a full live speed rep. So that's just the biggest emphasis that we have. So excited for, from 2 weeks from now to be able to display that.
Caleb, we were talking with Coach Smith about you last week, and he mentioned a conversation you two might have had about, hey, why didn't you play with more power at your previous stops? What, if anything, do you remember about those conversations and how they might have kind of changed your approach this summer?
That's a good question, man. I feel like it's probably maybe a question I think like Coach Smith can give you a better detailed answer about. But definitely happy that the transition it came out to what it came out to, and we're here now for sure.
Were they meaningful conversations to you, or because it seems so to him, but I know you're not going to speak for him, so just for yourself?
Always, any conversation is meaningful for sure.
Is there anything about Mike Smith's philosophy or approach that stands out to you as someone who's learning from him every day?
Everything. I feel like everything that he gets a chance to be able to give to the room is super beneficial. He's been around Pro Bowlers. He's been around some really elite players, some future Hall of Fame players, I believe. So every bit of advice, like I said, from him and Coach Vrabel, is super helpful and beneficial. So we all take it in note for sure.
Two more guys.
See you or Vrabel working with you individually. Have you had a head coach at this level work with you this intensely in individual drills to have a coach who believes in you what he really does at this stage of your career? How great is that?
No, it does mean a lot. This is the first time I have a coach that's been super hands-on for sure. And it means a lot, obviously, once again, Brace plays the position at a very high level. His name is hanging up here in cafeterias and on the walls, and he's been a part of some high-contended teams. So, once again, man, everything that he's willing to spread to me in the room, bro, is super beneficial, and I appreciate it.
What kind of goals do you have going into the 2025 season? Specific goals?
Man, to be honest, man, I'm not really a big fan of goals. I just kind of let everything play out, just continue to do my part, let God handle everything. Super excited for this year, though, for sure, and to display everything that I put in this offseason and this training camp, for sure.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all. Appreciate you.